In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to cite a journal article in the APA format. The first element for this journal citation is the author information. So here we can see that there are two authors listed. On my reference list, I'm going to start with the first author's last name, comma, the first and middle initial, each followed by a period. If there is more than one author, list the authors in the order given, putting commas between the authors and separating the last and second to last author by an ampersand. Next in my example will be a comma, ampersand, followed by the second author's last name, comma, first initial, and period. The second author does not have a listed middle name or initial, so we will just leave that out. The next element in our citation is the publication year. Looking at our journal article, the publication date will usually be listed on the first page. We can see it here in the top right-hand corner. So in my citation, I'm going to put the year in parentheses, followed by a period. The next element is the title of the article. The title information should be easy to find in the article. Here it is at the top of the page in big letters. Going back to our reference list, only the first letter of the title and subtitle, if there is one, acronyms, and proper nouns should be capitalized. So the only words I will capitalize are the first word of the title and REM, since it's an acronym. And I'm going to follow that with a period. Next, we need the periodical title or the title of the journal where your article came from. Looking at our article, we can see it here in the top left-hand corner, Frontiers in Psychology. Unlike the article title, each important word in the journal title is capitalized. So I'm going to capitalize Frontiers and Psychology. Also, the entire title needs to be italicized and then followed by a comma. Next, we need the publication information. First is the volume number of the journal. Going back to our article, scrolling down on this first page, here's the volume number listed at the bottom of the page, volume 6. So I will insert the number 6 and italicize it, and then follow it with a comma. Next will be the page number range of the article. Looking at the bottom of the first page, we can see that the article starts on page 1 and goes all the way down to page 15. So in my citation, I'm going to put 1-15 to indicate the page range. If there is also a journal issue number given, that would be inserted in parentheses right after the volume number. After this information, we will put a period. And finally, the last element of our citation is the Digital Object Identifier, or DOI. This string of numbers and letters is unique to each article to make it easier to identify articles and to provide a consistent link to the article's location on the internet. This is helpful since URLs tend to change periodically. If you are citing a print edition of a journal article, there will obviously not be a digital object identifier. If you have a print source, at this point your citation is finished. You only need to format your citation. If your electronic journal article does not list a DOI, list the home page of the journal publisher after the words retrieved from, followed by a colon. DOIs can be found on the first page of the article. Looking at our article, we can see the DOI up here at the top right-hand corner. Since it is such a long string of numbers and letters, I'm going to copy and paste this into my citation. The last thing you need to do is correctly format your citation. You can see that when I pasted the DOI into my citation, it changed the font size. So I'm going to change it back to size 12 font and Times New Roman font. Your citation also needs to be double-spaced, and the second line onward needs to be indented. And there is your completed journal article citation. The last thing I want to show you is the citation tool within the databases. I'm going to go to the Academic Search Complete database and search for this article that I just cited. Then I'm going to click on the title, which takes me to the article's record. Over on the right side, under Tools, you can click on the Cite link. This will open a list of citation styles with this specific article cited. You can see that the APA format is the third one listed, and here's your citation for this article. So if I copy and paste this into my Works Cited page, I'm going to compare it to the citation that I just made. So you can see that here in Frontiers in Psychology, N is not an important word, so it should not be capitalized. And then also there should be a comma between the volume number and page range. Then all you need to do after checking the rest of your citation is to make sure it's in Times New Roman font, size 12, double space it, and indent the second line onward. The citation tool is available in almost every database the library has. It really is a great tool to use as long as you use a critical eye to look over it and make any necessary changes. And that's it. You're done with your journal article citation in the APA style.